What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. It has been a while, but we are back in WOR round 9 in Spa and starting P9. Had an okay qualifying. Hectic start already. Look at it. Mercedes spins out, people off road. Slight contact with digital, but nothing serious. But look at my rearview mirror. Red Bull just absolutely kills that McLaren. I think it was very accidental. They were side by side. So early on, we got a virtual safety car right here. But yeah, that's how lap 1 started. And we pick it back up in lap 7. As you see here, GFXL Roxy actually contending for the championship still will be decided in China to the very end. Or I believe Epic's already won it. He passes us, has a moment, but it was kind of hard to keep up. I had a lot of understeer for some reason. And then later on, lap 7, I actually let through Tech. He was another championship contender. It was between him and GFXL Roxy, so I just kind of let him through. He's a good buddy of mine as well. Helps me out a lot. He's very fast. So I just kind of let him through. He actually messaged me after this and said, yeah, I really appreciated it. I know where I stand right now, and I usually can hang around between top 10 to top 5, but I will go as far as I can, but I'm not going to fight with somebody who's 100 points ahead of me, and he's trying to fight for his championship, and this is the very, very end. It's only 3 races left after this, and I'm also a reserve, so I know I'm not gonna fight for a championship. I wanted to end on the top 10. I would need a really good result in China, but I don't know that track well, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, after that we actually cut back up to P7. The Ferrari is right in front of us again, so I had decent pace. I was struggling at first, then I was doing well, then my pace kind of dropped off, but I cut back up to the Ferrari there. So yeah, he was, as you see, less than half a second. A lap ago he was 2 seconds behind, and then safety car kind of ruins my momentum, and Joey's likes food spun out right here. And he's also another championship contender. It was between actually 4 cars, and he ended up losing it on that corner. Unfortunate for him, but as we continue, we're still right behind the pack right here, and AlphaTauri putting a lot of pressure. AE Ghost, he's a very fast driver as well, good buddy of mine. He had a difficult race on this one, but right now we're hanging in P7. And then Joyce catches back up after the safety car. We just had another safety car, and catches back up, goes through. As you can see, I have a lot of understeer here. I think I just wasn't running enough downforce, especially for a full wet race. I really wasn't sure how to adjust my setup, so I was struggling in the corners. I was catching up on the straights. As you see here, look at how much speed he's carrying through that corner, and I'm almost at full throttle. I just couldn't keep up. Brake here, you see, he just keeps going. I can't. Anything I did, I felt like I was gonna lose the car, which was the problem. Cut back up to him after the straight, as I explained. Was right on his tail, and I just kind of lost him. Like, you see, it has so much more straight line speed. That's a rocket down the straights, but the corners were just absolutely killing me. Car would just not turn at all. But he had really good pace, just like the guys in front. But my pace was good enough to hang right around this mark. My qualifying, if it would have been better, I think I would have probably had a little better result, but I was a few tenths off my normal. See, I had 3 green sectors, so I was kind of getting in a comfortable groove even on worn tires, so that kind of told me a lot. And Korku here loses it, but actually has a really good recovery. He comes right back. So I wasn't able to capitalize on that one. But I try to stay with him though as much as I could, and kind of get a slipstream from him, and that's a little dangerous because of the dirty air, especially on a full wet race. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to try to make sure I had to secure this P9 that I had. I know it was guaranteed as I have a moment there, so I kind of stopped pushing. I held back. I'm like, alright, gotta hand back a little bit and not push as hard as I was, because I was gonna end up losing the car. Worn tires, full wet. Yeah, cause it could be very dangerous. So as you hear, P10, as you see here, the P10 is 10 seconds behind, and P8 is 2 seconds ahead. So a lot of clean air to just kind of move freely. Don't have to take too many risks, and just gotta secure the spot for another points finish. This is my first season, so actually very see, as I just go drifting around that whole corner. But this is my first season. I'm actually happy with the results I've had. I've had, I think, 4 or 5 points finishes. Basically only one race I've participated in I have not scored, and that was in Mexico. That was probably my worst race I've had in WOR since I joined it for my first season. But, and the thing is, Mexico is probably one of my better tracks. I feel like I could be kind of quick in it. You know, when you compare it to people at my level, I feel like I can hang around in Mexico, but I guess in race struggled a lot. So yeah, this was a decent race. Still chasing P8. I wasn't trying to give it up too easy. He's only 1.7 seconds behind, and I have a lot of battery. As you can see, I wasn't even pushing that whole time. I was just trying to play it a little safe, maybe too safe. But look at how fast I am here on the straights. Look how much time I think made up 2/10 just on the straight alone. And that was a lapped car right there, as you saw. But yeah, all in all, good pace. I think I had a good result here as well, as we continue the charge here for P8. And if you look at here, you hear that there's been an incident. So you look at the mini map, and right at the end of Eau Rouge, somebody died. And Epix is actually the champion for Tier 8 in WOR, but he died in this corner and gave me a P8 right here at the end. So I was happy about that, and happy to see the checkered flag on a P8 started P9. Good race, good result. I liked it. So thank you for watching. If you made it this far, if you're new to the channel, please leave a sub, leave a like, and stay tuned for my next league race. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.